Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction? Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. And now is where you need to make these last. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Seahawks enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are going to fit together. Their opponents in this one, the Chicago Bears.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. One receiver left, two to the right. Now Brady. The connection made to Terrell Pryor. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
51! 20! 20! Like 20! Like 20!
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Reggie Bush, 56 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line.
Man left, man left. Even. 4 down. Even. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What?
Now a first down throw. McNabb. Got an open man. It's a Nunwa. Touchdown, Chicago! Quincy Enunwa, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Partner, you know the real...
And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
Still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. He juked him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense? In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Allen has it left side. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. On first and 10, here's Brady. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. They come out here in the eye. On the counter, it's Bush. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Bush on third down. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here we go. Ready?
Second down, McNabb. He's got time in the pocket. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week one. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Brady to throw on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They direct snap it to Bush. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jeremy Maclin, 51 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go play action. It's McNabb. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now McNabb. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will be taken at the 13. Look at the spin. Ooh, with a juke. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring it down. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Out of the Wildcat, it's Bush. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A beautiful fake. Oh, look at the juke. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Here's Brady to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Spotted at the left hand. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Next round.
To throw on 2nd, McNabb. And his throw is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun, here's McNabb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he is going to recover his own fumble, but boy, a big, big loss on this play. Wow. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Gun, McNabb. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Julio Jones, 58 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed, oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now it's McNabb. It fights him off. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, McNabb swings it out to the flat for Freeman. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, McNabb. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Let's go. Brand 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And this will go as a short gain on one. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a
do that.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On first down, Brady. Rolling to his right. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. And quickly they get to the line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first down is Brady. Caught by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now Brady throwing on second down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Here we go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
This is caught inside the 15. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So the big game through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end, and they'll force a turnover.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. They sure didn't get a whole lot of rest. They had the 3 and out, forced a punt, but that's returned for a touchdown, so they're on the field quickly.
So they're cheering. They're happy. They like what they saw.
They're like, oh, I got to go get my helmet.
But it is a quick turnaround, so we'll see how they handle that on this possession.
And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Crockett Gilmore, 75 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. What a spin. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Brady now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Brady to throw. Steps away to his left. Pryor has it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The defensive tackle, Kyle Williams, there for the stop. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. To throw is Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jeremy Maclin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with the Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. So maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
When pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Come on, let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd down, McNabb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 1st and goal, Bush. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Bush. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. They run. It's Williams. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because You would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Still first down.
Hey, we got tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Out of the gun, McNabb. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
24, 24, check 24.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. From the gun, here's McNabb. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now McNabb. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go. Grand 38.
To throw on second, McNabb swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout out by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's McNabb, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really good.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's McNabb. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go. What? 90. What?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.
Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. It's the age-old question on draft. Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they lean that way if a player from that team became available. One Philadelphia Eagle has already been taken in this draft. Could they double up and take another one here? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in 2 words here: difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skilled player to add another weapon? These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? Still a few holes on this roster and not... Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition.